Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Hello, Cappy. Came home from work last week and my wife was passed out drunk when she was supposed to be watching the children again. When she woke up and I told her I was calling her parents to the police, she beat me and left marks. We're going to do new Cappy, because this isn't his question. We're going to do new Cappy. New Cappy is controlled. New Cappy does not let things bother him, even if children are at risk. Because why care? Look how happy new Cappy is. Happy new Cappy. World is just a dumpster fire. Could you turn it up the heat a little bit? A little chilly over here. What? Are babies burning? Who gives a shit? Not my kids. It's all right. She also did this 3 weeks ago and her parents went, she's beating me up. It's all right. Right now I have a restraining order on her, but it'll probably expire Monday. That's today. Her parents are watching our kids and she is staying with her nearby grandmother. Her parents are going to watch her and the kids while she supposedly gets treatment. I'm very skeptical she is serious about getting help. I believe the second she gets the kids back, she'll quit counseling. However, even if she does stick it out, it could be months before we reconcile? Oh, it'll be all right. Or just get divorced. Ding, 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 ding. What's the song? Don't worry, everything is gonna be all right. How would you fill your time as you wait for the legal to proceed and the attempted reconciliation to play out? This is the real question. I have a professional exam to study for. I go see my best friend like every weekend now, and I am very involved in politics. But I'm still not sure how to fill the rest of my time and totally cope with all my thoughts. Okay, yeah, you got some demons. If your brain isn't occupied with something, it's logically and obviously going to go to the spectacular shit show that your life has become. I know logically this is going to play out over months, but it doesn't change my urges. Thanks, Anon. Hang on, did I have another question? I said, how much time per day do you have to fill out, and are you seeing a therapist? He says, well, in theory, I'm going to try and work from 8 to 4:30, Monday through Friday, and still see my kids on the weekend. While this plays out, I'll probably stay at a friend's house that is closer to my in-laws on Friday and Saturday nights. I'm also involved in the Libertarian Party. Got events with them twice a month. I also have a big professional conference coming up. Booty booty boo. I like to try to study. Because I failed 3 times. I really badly just want to say fuck it. I have a bunch of friends and my parents I talk to, even my preacher. That's good. But I guess I feel so overcome at night. Yeah, that's when the demons come out. I will give you Cappy's patented special way to ignore the crisis known as your shit show of life and to get some good sleep and have some health. I did this morning to not so much Saturday because I mean parents, I don't need a therapist. Do I think I'm going to need a therapist anyway? Yeah, you might as well. Yeah, dude, I rarely recommend therapists, but in times of crisis and emergency, you do need an independent third-party person who has experience in counseling. I mean, you really need it as a counselor. I don't know, psychologist or therapist, but you really need an independent third party. And that is one of the rare good roles that psychologists play today. The rest, Ritalin! There you go. You see, according to Freud, you all want to suck your mother's penis. It's very documented. We're a profession, damn it. But you do need to talk to somebody who is an independent third party, who has gone through, who works with people from abused households. What is it? There's like the Anons, like Alcoholics Anonymous, but there's like maybe Abuse Anonymous. You've been abused. Your children's been abused. Alcoholic Family of Anonymous. That's another thing. Go there. I'd start there. I hate to spend money, but maybe this is just something you can't deal with without one. It'd be worth dropping the money, but I think before you go and just pick a rando therapist, you know, you'll get some 24-year-old chickie babe fresh out of master's. Yeah, my God, according to this graph my teacher told me. I would go to Family of Anonymous, something like that. Go to Alcoholics Anonymous, look it up. It's like Loved Ones of Alcoholics Anonymous, something like that. They will have resources. That's also free, okay? So look it up on the internet. I'm sure there's meetings going around in places near you. That would be my first step. So yeah, you are going to, and I would then see who they recommend, and then I would go talk to that therapist. Because, yeah, man, I mean, we could do a lot here at Asshole Consulting, but when you have a true crisis, especially that threatens your children, that's out of my league. You know, I can tell you not to major in stupid shit. I can tell you you're dumb as fuck for tolerating abuse. But when it comes to the hell you've gone through, it's best to talk to people who've gone through that hell and people who have talked to other people who consult and counsel people who've gone through that hell because they've seen it's experience that you're looking for. So again, yes, it's called ageism. You don't want some little 27-year-old ditz who doesn't have any life experience. You want, again, the pissed-off Vietnam veteran who daily listens to the stories and has seen patterns and can identify problems rather quickly, who has worked with people who come from abusive relationships and alcoholic relationships. But as to how to get rid of it, I also mentioned real quick, I'm also trying to get used to her not making dinner anymore, not getting laid 2 to 3 times a week. She was really good at that. Oh, of course! You didn't pay attention to Hot Crazy Matrix? Of course not. That's why, wow, her pussy was that good. She could beat the shit out of you, and that was okay. And threaten your children, huh? Wow, that's some damn good tasting pussy. There. That's some damn good tasting pussy. Oh, is that going to be too crass? Hope the pussy was good. There you go. That'll be the title. Okay, so here's the problem. Your brain is going to logically, in a survival way, go immediately to the biggest threat to your life and your children, and that is your wife. You are addicted to her pussy because I don't know anybody else that would tolerate abuse like that unless you were addicted. So that's why you're dumb enough to think you're going to reconcile this, because you still want that pussy. And you're also worried about losing your kids. Not that you would lose custody or anything like that, but you might, at a very basic level, your kids might die. Because your wife is passed out drunk. And I don't know how old the kids are, but if they need someone to watch over them, they could easily turn on the gas, blow up, and then you lost your genetic game. Plus, you might just love your kids. Not as much as you love your wife's pussy, though, I might add. Because, hey, I mean, she sucked your dick, right? And she made you a sandwich. Well, you gotta weigh that out, right? You gotta weigh that out. Kids' lives, or getting my balls drained. No Cappy! No happy fucking Cappy! Yee! So for you to calm down, because it's out of your control. This is one thing where the Stoics' prayer, the prayer of serenity comes in. You don't control when the court is going to get its ass together and end this hell, or at least provide guidance on the next step to this hell, leading to the resolution of this hell. So you got to basically, calm down, occupy your mind with other things, which you're doing a pretty darn good job of it. And then get yourself some good damn sleep, because if you don't, then your physical health, your mental health is already going to take a toll, but so is your physical health. I've been there before. Where it's like every day. It wasn't fingernails. It was like getting paper cuts waking up in your stomach. It was just like, oh, I mean, it was bad. Just bad. Again, I've talked about that time where it was so bad, I didn't drink. That's how bad it was. And, I had to, occupy your brain. So you go to work. All right, that's going to keep things occupied. And when you do your normal daily activities, you really focus on it. You got to accept this is out of your control. You don't control it. Keep telling yourself out of control. Focus on something you do control. I also worked out in an amazing amount. I would run 11 miles a day and lift weights for 2. That was to get my endorphins up. I would listen to podcasts. Wouldn't even, because I didn't control it. Didn't control it. It was out of my control. And then I'd, get the endorphins up, get some running in, listen to podcasts. Then I would teach, I also taught ballroom dance class at night. That occupied me. So you have some parties, you have some friends, you're involved in the Libertarian Party. That's good. But that's not enough. I taught dance classes every night. And that would inevitably carry me to about 9:30, 10, depending on how far out I was from the city. I'd come back. Then I would go dancing. Or I would go, back in the day when I had friends that would go out and weren't dead to the world. They're still alive. They just go, I'm tired, I'm staying at home. Why am I fat? Why did I get a heart attack? Jesus, I'm not even 50 yet. Happy Cappy. That would keep me occupied a little bit. Talk to people, hang out with friends. Then you'd go home. And I did not know about this thing called sleeping pills. Didn't know about them. I took some NyQuil once, and it was horrible. I remember the first 2 weeks. You'd stay up till 4. You'd wake up at 7, and you were shit. It was just probably the second worst feeling I ever had. The first physical feeling was in college. So you need to get sleep. That's really key and important. So not only are you going to keep yourself occupied with work, if you got to work extra. Find some meetup groups. Go talk to your Survivors of Alcoholics Anonymous group. Go do that. Have some activities. Spend time with your kids. Spend time with your family. So keep doing that. But when it comes time to go to sleep, you need to get sleeping pills. Okay. Unless now, I'm no doctor. Make sure we're talking over-the-counter sleeping pills, not a prescription. Just go. They're little like sleep aids. They get little blue pills. And depending on how big you are, I think the dosage is 2. I only really had 1. I only needed 1. But you're going to go, and for $5, you get the sleep capsules, and then you bring them with you wherever you're going. You don't drink. Do not drink with these things. Do not drink with them. Then you're going to get all levels of fucked up. All right? But you go out, you talk to family, get some exercise, by the way. Get some really good exercise. Then, an hour to an hour and a half before you want to go to sleep, you take that sleeping pill. Because it takes, at least for me, it took an hour to kick in. All right? You take the sleeping pill. So, you could be at your family's place. In an hour you're going to go home and go to bed. All right? We'll take it then. All right? It'll start working. You won't get immediately sleepy. But by the time you pull up to your place, an hour later, you'll be like, oh, yeah, it's time. It's time to go to bed. Now, I'd even recommend starting with half a pill. You could break them apart because I don't know, again. If you're a bigger guy, I think you probably need 1 full pill, maybe even 2. Don't take 2 and drive. Take a half if maybe 1. Point is, take a sleeping pill and don't stay awake at night. Biophysiologically, knock yourself out. All right? Get yourself some good sleep. Don't let the demons wrestle you. Because again, you don't control it. You don't control it. It's now in the hands of the state or the government or the county or whoever. I don't know how divorce works. That's whose power it's in. You've done it. Everything. There's nothing else you could do to advance or solve this problem. It's just taking care of yourself. And it may seem cheating or cowardly not to think about this stuff and not to confront it and face it, but it's not, because there's nothing you can do. The die has been cast on this one, and you're only punishing yourself worrying about it, worrying about something you don't control, which you're going to do genetically, unconsciously, biologically, evolutionarily, Darwinistically. Any way you're going to do that, I'm saying cheat. Get some good sleep. Take a sleeping pill. Keep yourself occupied the entire time. Yes, go talk to a therapist. Yes, you absolutely should go talk to somebody. Go get into those groups. But you don't leave a minute where your mind isn't occupied with something else. Download and listen to the Clary podcast. Download, listen to the Older Brother podcast. And you keep going and you go and you go. I'd recommend very good and rigorous exercise. Running is great. Running is great. people will recommend lifting, and that's definitely not going to hurt. It will help, but I think running is even better in terms of releasing endorphins. And I would physically exhaust yourself. Go hang out with people the entire time when you're not working or working out. When it comes to about an hour before you want to go to sleep, take a sleeping pill. Or I think the recommended dose is 2 for adults, but you know, 2 will fuck you. I mean, God almighty, 2. I'd wake up sort of the next day, just whoa, and you're not hungover. It's just like you're still dreaming. So I'd recommend just going with 1 for now. And that's it. And then you let time heal it. And then the county will come back with their decision. And then you'll go back and you can evaluate whether your children are worth the pussy or not. And then maybe we'll have this conversation again. Or maybe we'll never have this conversation again. And you'll maybe think, the bitch hit me twice and put my kids in danger. I wonder if this is a good person I should have her in my life. But that's old Cappy. It's new happy Cappy. Here, you know what? Why don't we read this? Hey, Aaron, did you ever write any wisdom about avoiding crazy? No, I never wrote anything that might help men avoid this fucking horrific nightmare. All right, we'll see you guys later. Toodles.